Now, today marks 120 years of the official alliance, the Entente Cordiale, between Britain and France.
In celebration, the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh will attend a special ceremony at Buckingham Palace where French and British guards will swap roles. I didn't even know the French had guards, similar to our own there.
School day. Well, Angela Levin, royal biographer, is here to tell us more, as well as all sorts of other royal matters. Good morning to you, Angela.
Good morning, and welcome.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, thank you.
The jeopardy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be quite negative about this. I think we've given £500 million to France so that they stop all these migrants coming. They shouldn't. They haven't done a good job. I think they've done a very, very poor job. They keep sending it over to us.
So it's not a cordial entente for you?
Well, it might be for them, but I think, well, what are you doing? I don't want French people in Buckingham Palace. I want English people in Buckingham Palace. They're tearing English apart in every possible direction. We should stay with it. If the soldiers are there for us, that's what they should be. We can't do that over in France. We'd look absolutely ludicrous. So, you know, we can meet for meals and can be friendly, but I think it's very, very annoying.
OK.
Yeah. Sorry.
There we go.
OK. Now, on the I was away over the weekend. I didn't get a chance to see, but I think on Friday night, this programme on Netflix, Scoop, debuted. Tell us about Scoop. So this is about the Prince Andrew interview by Emily Maitlis.
Yes, and when it finished, he said so many things that were completely wrong and inappropriate. And when he finished, he said, well, I think that went very well. Would you like to come round and I'll show you the palace? So not only did he say ridiculous things, but he didn't even realise, he didn't have that self-understanding about it. So this is because of the producer who didn't feel that the BBC treated her well enough that she actually got the prince to talk.
This was Sam McAllister.
Yes. And this is her story, really. It's 3 chapters of her book, also called Scoop. And the acting is brilliant. That was Billie Piper, who captured her totally, the way she walks, the way she speaks. I know her a little bit, and it was wonderful. And I thought the acting everywhere was very good. But it did knock the prince in a slightly vulgar way. There's some pictures where he's coming out of the bath and we see his bare bottom, right? And you think, what on earth?
Gratuitous.
Yes. And Rufus, who played him...
Rufus Sewell.
Yes. He had to have stuff on his own bottom because he couldn't eat enough that it would be anything like Giles.
To plump it up, yeah.
Yeah. But it was also... And then we were shown that he had 72 teddies on his bed. He is obsessed with having teddy bears ever since he was a little boy, collected them in the Navy. And he does that. He does have them put round his room in a special order, and on the bed in a special order. And he was shouting at the maid. And I thought that's not really what this is all about. This is really about a producer and indeed a presenter coming up with a very good story, and also how hard we work. I mean, but you do know that you don't just ring someone up and say, will you come along? They say yes, even if they're well known. It's hard work. You have to have patience and all that. And I thought that bit was very interesting. But there seems to be a bit of a row between Emily and Sam because Emily had a vast amount of money, £345,000 a year, and Sam was paid £30,000 a year, and they thought that was really... she felt it was unfair. But Emily is going to do her own show in a month or two, but it's going to be 3 episodes, which I think is probably more than enough for anyone. But you know, it had good points and not so good points. Captivating you or actually making you feel this is really creepy.
I mean, it just takes you back to the morning after when that aired and we were all going, are you kidding? And you just got the sense Prince Andrew was just blindsided by his own kind of, well, silly comments, frankly.
Yeah, silly comments that he didn't actually have sex with anybody underage because he took Beatrix to a Pizza
Express in Woking.
Yes. You know, and all those things which were very ridiculous. It's okay. It's okay. I did.
But you know the man himself. I mean, there is a grandeur about him. There is a pomposity about him, isn't there?
Yes. I mean, he's quite spoilt because the Queen adored him. And she always gave in to him, well, nearly always gave in to him. And he thought he was really grand. And having been, again, the spare, the second one, just like Harry is to William, you feel you've got to be powerful and you've got to show people what you really feel. And you're very, very important. And because he doesn't judge himself, and this is highlights what he's like, he then gets into all sorts of mischief and money details and business stuff, not really understanding how he should behave.
Yeah, well, it's all going to be there. Not only is Scoop out, but then, as you say, there's a second version of this, which we'll expect to see shortly.
Emily wanted to give her view.
Fair enough. Yeah, this is all through Sam's lens, isn't it?
OK. Thank you very much indeed, Angela. Really appreciate that. And that concludes our programme on this Monday. So thank you very much indeed.